So a strong core allows us to stand tall and to move and to live with ease. And from a yogic point of view, focusing on the core helps you to get in touch and activate a felt sense of physical and emotional strength, adaptability and integration. So, you know, it is about, you know, core, sort of, they said, I think the word courage comes from core as well. If you can hear music in the background, it's because there's actually a film crew right outside the house and they're all shouting to each other, and they've got those rails set up for cameras to go up and down. They're banging doors, and so I've actually just put some chanting music on the background. So if you can hear that, that's why. So sort of, I'm not, because otherwise I can just hear it so strongly. Right, so we're starting standing. And we're going to start with the balancing breath first. So we've done this before. This is just to bring us to here and to now. So just feel the feet on the floor, first of all. Have the feet hip distance apart. And then just feel that alignment in the body as you stand into Tadasana. So ankles, hips, shoulders and ears in sort of alignment. So feeling that length. Feeling as if you're really grounding down into the earth and you're drawing the crown of the head up towards the sky. And let the shoulders be really relaxed and the arms be heavy. Just notice yourself in this position. Notice how you feel when you're in this position. And then we're going to inhale and bring the arms up in front to the length of the inhale, and exhale, bring the arms out to the side. So inhaling up and exhaling out. Inhaling up and exhaling out. Inhaling up, feel that length in the body, and exhale out. And then we're just going to come up the sides, inhale up, and exhale down to the sides. Inhale up, so just noticing the different movement, how it feels different. And exhale down. And one more to the sides, inhale up. And exhale down. And then just two coming up at the front, feeling how it opens the front of the body and maybe taking the gaze up with it. And exhale down. And inhale, reaching the arms up in front, taking the gaze with it. And then exhaling, lowering down and releasing. Just noticing the body, it's just quite a nice calming breath. So we're going to start off by thinking about shaking the wrists, thinking about shaking from the wrists rather, I suppose I should say. So shaking the hands from the wrists and then bringing the elbows, shaking the arms from the elbows, and then shaking the arms from the shoulders and bring the arms up as you're doing this. And bring them down, you want to just do it alternately. It's just really feeling the arms, just allow them to be really loosening those joints. And then releasing. Just feeling how energy moves in the arms as soon as you're shaking them a bit like that. We're going to take the weight into the left foot and say we're going to shake. You can always hold onto the wall. Shake the foot at the ankle and then shake the leg at the knee and then shake the whole leg in the hip. Bring the hands to the hips or take the hands to the wall. Bring it out to the side. Think about your balance as you shake the leg and then bring it to the back. Shake it out to the back. Bring it to the side. Bring it to the front. And then lower it down. Just maybe notice the difference if there is one between the two legs. Weight into the other foot. take the left foot up. First of all, starting at the ankle, so you're just letting the foot be floppy and then letting the lower leg be floppy, and then take it right up to the hip. That's it. Bring it out to the side. Take it round to the back. Back to the side. That's it. And back to the front. And then just lower it down. And just feel the legs there. And then we're going to just circle the hips around, so bring the legs out a bit wider and just start to circle the hips around, nice big circles. Let me just check nobody's coming in. That's it. And then coming the other way. That's it. And then we want to do the hips. This is quite a good way to sort of connect mind to hip. Thinking about doing a figure of 8. So I usually think about one hip and then think about drawing an 8 with that figure of that side. So I use one hip first. So you're sort of opening up that hip a bit more. And then the other hip. So just opening it up. And then coming back to centre. That's it. Keeping the feet quite wide, sort of coming into a twist. So you can, when we bend over, it's like we're pushing something away, taking our right shoulder back and our left shoulder across. And then we come to the other side. So we're just pushing away. It's not really any right or wrong, it's just how you feel it. So it's a bit of a twist, pushing away, pushing away. Couple more. And then from there, we're coming into the diagonal, so we're reaching diagonally. Really feeling that length right through the body. And then bring that arm over and just stretch from side to side. That's it, really reaching. That's it. Coming back to the diagonal. Coming back to the twist. Pressing away the heel of the hand. And then we're going to take this down as well. So we're going to go down towards the hips, start folding down as you press away. Coming right down to the floor, taking the weight from foot to foot. That's it. And then just coming back up. One more each side. And then releasing. That's it. Just shaking the arms out a bit. And then one more where we step back and we swing the arms back. Bring that foot forward and step the other foot back. So you're sort of swinging. If you're just whooshing energy away. Start to bring the arms up quite high. Another couple. And then just lower the arms down. And just let the arms shake out. Take a breath here. Notice how all the energy, feel the energy just rushing around the body. And just take a breath here. Going to bring the legs apart. We're going to come to a sort of warrior two, and we turn into a three. So I'll be a mirror to you. So I'm going to just bring my right toes in a bit, my right heel out a bit. So you, right toes in slightly, and then turn the left toes out. So we're in that sort of warrior shape, warrior two shape. We bring the arms out and the hips facing towards the long end of the mat. We inhale here, exhale, press the feet into the ground. Then next inhale, you might have to just change the position when you come into it. So just as an experiment, as you inhale next time, we turn the hips around and we bring the palms of the hands together on top of the head, elbows bent. So you're coming into more of a warrior one. Inhale, bring the arms back round. That's it. So you might work out where's good for your base of your legs. Inhale and exhale, press the feet into the ground. That's it. And actually you're going to inhale here, exhale, twist. Take the elbows back. Inhale, back round. That's it. Exhale, more into the warrior one. Back round to front. To warrior one. Once more round to the front. And then coming back round, taking a couple of breaths here. Taking the elbows back, pressing the palms in. As you press the palms in, think about drawing the pelvic floor up, all the muscles towards the hips. So you're wrapping the torso, feeling the torso really strong. You're pressing both feet into the ground. Notice your breathing here, keeping your breathing steady and even. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, come round. Just bring the hands down. And let's just bend the knees, just fold forward. Shake the head, nod the head. And then sweep the arms back up. That's it. Let me just check who isn't just on mute, make sure everybody's on mute. That's it. And then we're going to come to the other side. So feet wide, still wide. So we want that left heel a bit further out because then that helps you do the turn, you know, to the side. And then turn the right toes out. That's it. Be careful of your knee. Keep a little bend in that back knee as well, so you protect the knee there. Bring the arms out. That's it. Inhale here. Really feel the length in the arms. Exhale, press the feet into the floor. Inhale here. And then exhale. You might have to alter the feet on the first one. Exhale, palms of the hands, push together, elbows back. And then back to center, that's it. Exhale, back to the warrior one, take the elbows back. You draw everything to the center, and then back to center. Back to the warrior one shape, press into both feet, everything drawn to the center, and back to straight legs. And then last one to hold for a couple of breaths. Really draw everything up towards the center of the body. So you're pressing into the feet, engaging the legs, drawing the pelvic floor, drawing the sides of the waist in and the sides of the hips. Taking the elbows back, pressing the hands in. One more breath here. And then back to center. Bring the hands to the legs. Once again, just fold forward and maybe just sway from side to side. Bend the knees and sweep back up to standing. And just heel toe the legs back in. That's it, lovely. We're going to come towards the end, the front of the mat now. Feet hip distance apart. And first of all, just feel that Tadasana. Bring the palms to face towards the front of the mat as well. Notice how that opens up the shoulders. Feel that connection to the ground through the feet. And then the ankles, the hips, the shoulders and the ears. Crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up to the sides, bring the palms together, cross the thumbs. Exhale to the left. Inhale up to standing. Exhale crescent to the right. And up to standing. Press the palms together and bring them down to heart center. Lovely. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And this time, little bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold to wherever you come. Inhale, sweep the hands up the shins to lengthen the spine. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Bring the weight towards the front of the feet. So the hips and the heels are in line. Feel that length in the back of the neck. Inhale here, really feel that length, and exhale, bend the knees and bring the hands each side of the feet. Crown of the head drops towards the floor. We're going to step the left foot back. That's it. Draw the hips towards each other. And then once again, this is about the steady base. So this is this last standing thing we're actually doing. We're going to bring the hands up to the thigh or the knee. And then we're going to raise the arms up. And let's bring the palms together again and cross the thumbs. And we've done this before. We inhale here and then we just lower the knee to the ground, nearly to the ground. And then inhale up, just 3 times. So exhale, lower the knee. Inhale up. Lower the knee. And come back up. Sweep the arms down. And step back to downward dog. That's it. Just take a breath, really bend each knee in downward dog. Fingers are really nicely spread. Hips are going back towards the back of the mat. Let's roll down onto the knees. Inhale into cow. Exhale, take the hips back to the heels. Inhale, draw yourself up to all fours to cow. And exhale, take the hips back to the heels. We're really lengthening the spine here. And one more time, up to cow. Draw the shoulder blades together, hips towards the ceiling. Exhale, lengthen back. Take a breath in child's pose, elbows off the ground. Really allow the hips to be heavy. And then up to all fours to tabletop. And we're going to step the left foot through. That's it. Tuck the back toes under. Find that steady base. Draw the hips towards each other. Bring the hands up to the knees. Knee, thigh, and stretch the arms up and bring the palms together. That's it, cross the thumbs. That keeps the palms together. Inhale here, exhale, lower that knee. Inhale up, exhale, lower the knee. One more time, inhale up, exhale, lower the knee, and come back up. Exhale, lower the hands down. I'm going to step back to downward dog again. If you feel like coming down onto your knees now, just come down onto your knees. It's absolutely fine. Let's just bend the knees a lot again, like maybe you take the rib cage from side to side. So you're even getting a little bit of twist in the waist. And then just take a breath in stillness. and downward dog. And then we're going to inhale over to plank, press the ground away. That's it. And then we can bring the knees down, lower the chest between the hands, and just bring the hands on top of each other, let the heels drop out. And just take a couple of breaths, letting everything settle towards the ground. Just noticing what's going on in your body at the moment. If your mind is just wanting to wander off in different directions, just bring it back to the breath. Allow the breath to calm, allow it to go at its own natural pace. And then we're just going to lengthen the legs out, bring the hands to the sides of the ribs and hug the elbows in, just to do that with a cobra sequence. So we're going to press the toes into the ground and press the hips into the ground, the front of the pelvis. We're going to inhale, gently pull on the hands and bring yourself up like low cobra. So you're looking down at the mat. And we're going to exhale and bring our right ear to the ground. Press into the toes and the hips. Inhale, bring the head back up again. Hug the elbows in. Exhale, left ear down. Inhale, back up to center again. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Press the toes in. And then lower back down. Bring the hands back on top of each other in crocodile. Take the hips from side to side. And then we're just going to bring the hands in just a little bit. We'd still keep the hands on top. We're just going to bring them a little bit closer. So we want to keep the back of the neck long. Lengthen the legs out. Maybe really sort of see if you can stretch them away and make a bit more space in the stomach, in the chest. And we quite often do alternate locust. We're just going to do one leg at a time and hold it for a few breaths. Okay, so press into the forearms, keep the back of the neck long, shoulder blades are coming back towards each other, and we're just going to raise the left leg up, stretch it behind. It doesn't have to come very high. Make sure the hips are still even on the ground. And we're going to do 5 breaths here. So press the hips into the ground, press the right toes into the ground, reach with the left toes, keep the shoulders away from the ears. And nice, long, steady breaths. So I think it's another 2 breaths here. After this next breath, lower the leg down and bring the head down. You quite often might find that you shake in these sort of positions holding them. And that's good because it means you're really using energy and you're strengthening that place. So pressing the left toes into the ground, pressing the hips evenly into the ground, the front of the hips. Just bring the upper body up, still just directing the gaze at the hands, really keeping the back of the neck long, and then raise the right leg up and reach with the toes, press the hip into the ground and just breathe here. That's it, it doesn't have to be very high at all. We're going for the length and we're actually getting into deep core muscles here as well. Don't want pain in the back, you just want to be using the front of the body, so we're really pressing the front of the abdomen into the ground. Keep the breath at a nice natural pace. Another breath. And then release the leg down. Bring the hands back down. Bring the head back down onto the hands. Take a breath. The legs are hip distance apart. And we're going to bend the knees and flex the feet. So we want the knees and the ankle heels sort of in line. So they're stacked on top of each other. Flex the feet, so you're bringing the toes down towards the knees. And you can raise the head up a bit and once again press into the forearms a little bit if you want, or you can keep the head down. And we're just going to inhale. I'm going to press into the stomach and raise both thighs up. Press into the heels, raise the thighs. They don't come up. It's a very small, subtle movement. Take a couple of breaths here. And then lower the thighs down. We're going to do that again. So let's inhale and exhale. Press the feet to the ceiling, thighs off the ground, pressing the abdomen into the ground in the front of the hips, the front of the pelvis. And then exhale, lower down, release the legs, bring the head to the hands again. Just take a couple of breaths here, take the hips from side to side, and just evening out your breath. Noticing the breath here. Let's move the feet out, face towards each corner of the mat, and come up onto the forearms. And have the forearms underneath the shoulders, or just maybe a little bit in front. Fingers really spread. And then keeping the lower body really soft at this time, drawing the chest through between the shoulders. And just breathing here. Nice distance between the ears and the shoulders. So really opening up the chest area, drawing the shoulder blades. Soft legs, soft hips, soft face. And then lowering the head back down to the ground. Take a breath. In fact, let's bring the hands to the sides of the ribs and just come back to reverse that Sphinx, come back into child's pose just for a breath. It's quite nice to just gently take the waist and the hips from side to side, just ease out that lower back. Taking a breath here. And then coming back onto the front again. So you can all see me. And we're going to come into a forearm plank. So remember, when we do the forearm plank, really think of it as drawing all the muscles in towards the center of the body, from the armpits all the way down to the hips. So this time we bring the elbows in a bit further towards the body than in Sphinx, because when we lift up, where the body goes back a bit. So fingers really spread, toes tucked under. We're going to inhale and gently look forward, and exhale, raise the hips. Remember, if this is too much, you can always leave your knees on the ground and just raise the hips and come up. If you can raise the knees, raise the knees. Let's inhale, lower the hips and release. That's it. Exhale, bring the hips up, knees on the ground or off the ground. Press through the heels, really press into the forearms. And then lower back down. That's it. We're going to do one more and hold it. See if you can just sort of hold it till you shake. So we're going to inhale here, draw the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, whether you're on the knees or the knees are off the ground. Really engage all the muscles in the arms, the shoulders, in the legs. Notice your breath. Draw all the pelvic floor up, draw the abdominal muscles into the center. And let's all lower. Hands on top of each other, well done. And just take the hips from side to side. And just take a couple of breaths here. bringing the feet together. We're going to do that side raise of the hips on the forearm. So we're going to bring the left forearm to the side. So we come onto the left side, whichever side's good for you to face me. So remember, I think it was this week we did last week we did this. I'm not sure, but so elbow under shoulder here, and you can have the hand here. Let's first of all bring the top leg in, press into the outer edge of the foot of the bottom leg, and raise the hip up and pull the arm and the foot towards each other. And that helps raise the hip. Draw everything to the center and then lower down. That's it. Lengthen both legs out, or you can stay. You can do the first one again if you prefer to do that. Remember, do whatever feels good for you. Inhale here and exhale, raise the hips stacked, and you might bring the arm up. Breathe here. Lovely. And then exhale, release. Let's just roll onto our sides. Hands on the head again. Take the hips from side to side. Just let the body release. I'm going to change end of the mat so that I can still face you. So coming onto the other side, elbow under shoulder, fingers really spread, thinking about that line when we're in Tadasana, the shoulders, the hips and the heels. Take a breath here. And then bend that front knee, bring that top leg on top. Inhale here, and then just press the hips up. That's it, and just to feel the movement. Also, it does sort of do a bit of work, I think, on that left hip as well. And then release, come down. Extend the top leg, or come back. Do it as the original preparatory pose. Really press that outer edge of the bottom foot in. Squeeze the feet and the legs together. And then we're going to inhale. And then we pull the arm and the legs towards each other. And then maybe raise that arm, raise the hips. Really press into the edge of the foot. Keep the breath going. And then lower down. Roll onto the front. It's quite hard to talk when I'm doing that. And bring the head on the hands, hips from side to side. Just really get your breath. Really notice the body against the ground as you breathe. Allow the body to spread. So we've been drawing everything into the center. Just allow it to spread out. And just release it. Bring the hands to the sides of the ribs. And you can tuck the toes under or leave them under, whatever. And just bring the hips back. Bring the knees out as wide as the mat, if that's comfortable. And the big toes together. And release the forehead to the ground. Nice child's pose. And just breathing there. Allowing everything to soften, lovely release. I find it a real release in the waist as well as the lower back. Just a real release everywhere. And just breathing here. And I'm going to walk the hands back. Just going to do that. If it's comfortable for you, it's just really good to do it just for a breath, to stretch the soles of the feet and also to keep the toes flexible. So tucking the toes under, you can just take hold of the little toe and fold it under and just sit back on the hips. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. And then that unites the body, the mind, the heart, the spirit. Take a breath here, breathe into the soles of the feet. Breathe into the heart center. Lovely. Really good strengthener for the feet. And then just release forward. Let's come on to circle the feet around the ankles. Wiggle the toes, circle them the other way. And then we're going to come to seated. Another core strengthener here. So feet nice and flat on the floor and the knees are bent. First of all, let's bring the hands behind to just really lengthen, feel that length and draw the shoulder blades together. So we want to keep the back nice and long. That means then that we're using all those muscles right the way around that central part of the body. We don't want to be arching the back here because then that means we're using the back muscles, which we want to be using the inner core muscles. So we're going to keep the back as it is and come forward. And you can use the hands as well to draw the shoulder blades towards each other to keep that length in the back. And then we're going to release the hands, palms facing each other, keep the length in the back, and we're just going to lean back until you can feel maybe a little bit of shaking. Draw the abdominal muscles in, press the feet into the ground. And then come forward, bring the hands to the knees, and just lengthen the spine again. That's it. Bring the palms up to face each other, keep that length in the back. Inhale here, and exhale, lean back. And then when you get to your point, just breathing there. Drawing the pelvic floor up, engaging all the muscles around the sides of the hips, the sides of the waist. And then coming back up. That's it. And we're going to do that one more time. So feel that length in the spine, feel the sitting bones on the ground and the flatness of the feet on the ground. And then bring the arms up, palms facing each other. Inhale here. And just lean back. That's it, remembering to breathe, draw the shoulder blades back. You might have a bit of shaking here, which means that you're really strengthening the core. And then come back to center, brilliant. Bring the hands behind and just take the knees from side to side, rolling over the hips. That's it. And then bring the soles of the feet together, nice long diamonds. We're not bringing the legs in like Baddha Konasana. You want that nice long diamond. And then we're going to bring the right hand fingertips to the sides of the hips and just raise that left arm up. And just might press it over a bit, just lengthening that side. Breathe into that. And then bring that left hand down, raise the right arm up. Breathe into that right side. Bring both arms up. First of all, feel that length, but then we're going to completely soften. So we just want to curl round. Crown of the head points towards the arches in the feet. And we just bring the chin to the chest. Remember when we allow a bit of pressure of the chin to the chest, to the neck, giving the thyroid gland a really good massage. And either let the hands just rest on the feet or the legs, or you might want to come to prayer position, bring the Anjali Mudra in front of the feet. Or you might even want to scoop the hands under the legs, which is more, I think, a tortoise pose. And just breathe, just allow the back to soften. Feel the breadth of the back as well as the length. Feel the connection of the chin to the neck, to the top of the chest. And allow the crown of the head to shine towards the arches of the feet. And allow the inner thighs to completely release. And then inhaling, coming back up. Let's bring the knees together, but keep the feet about where they are. Inhale, raise the arms up. And then exhale, layer the stomach and chest onto the thighs. And then maybe you flex the feet, use the thumbs to just push the feet out, or keep them where they are, just to get that nice, long, soft length in the lower back. And then maybe bring the head down and take the breath right down to the lower back. So inhaling, you're feeling that lengthening. And exhaling, you're feeling that release. Walking the hands back. I'm just going to turn around to face you. I'm going to bring the legs to that those zigzag legs. You can see me better if I face you. So first of all, see if you could find, you won't have as much weight on the back leg sitting bone, but just see if you can make some engagement with that sitting bone. And just feel the length in the spine. Inhale here. First of all, we're going to exhale and twist towards the back leg. And back to center. And then we're going to bring that opposite hand to the front knee and just twist here. And the other hand comes behind. We take that back shoulder back. We're opening across the chest, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Feel that outer sitting bone, the lighter sitting bone, still keep that little connection there. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, you might find a bit of release into the twist. And inhale, lengthen, and back to center. Let's lean back on the hands, bring the feet in front, maybe have the fingertips facing. Really spread the toes, spread the fingers. We're going to inhale and exhale, raise the hips up, bring the chest towards the chin again, press into the hands, press into the feet, lovely. And then come back down. And take the feet over to the other side. Finding that base as usual, feeling a slight connection with the lighter sitting bone, and feeling the hips and shoulders and ears stacked. Inhale and lengthen, and exhale, just go towards the back leg, so it's just a little twist. Inhale here, back to the front. And then exhale towards the front leg. Bring that other hand behind. You can use a bit of weight, strength with the front knee and take the shoulder blades back. We want that opening across the chest. We want the twist in the ribs, really, the higher waist. And breathe down to the navel. And then release. Bring the hands behind again. Let's bring the feet out in front. And it's your choice really whether to have the fingers facing the body or away. I think it's a bit less on the wrists. I don't know to have them pointed in. And we'll inhale, press into the feet, press into the hands, raise the hips up again. That's it, lovely. Lower the hips down. Bring the hands a bit out to the sides. Take the knees from side to side again. Lovely. And then back up to center. we're going to come down onto our backs. So let's, the same as when we were doing that core strengthener, lengthen the spine, bring the arms in front, and then slow as you possibly can. You can curl, we don't keep the back stretched straight here. We curl the spine to lower, but we're still using the core. And just roll down. See how much of the spine you can feel. Use the feet as sort of brakes. And then coming down onto the back. Let's drop the knees in towards each other. Bring the hands to the belly. And just take a couple of breaths in constructive rest. Allow the belly to be soft for now before we start a few more core. Couple of breaths here. Walking the feet in to hip distance apart. Feeling both the shoulders on the ground. You might want to tuck the shoulder blades under a bit so you can really get that connection with the shoulders. Nice long back of the neck. We're going to bring the left knee towards the chest and flex the foot. And just hug that knee in. Lengthen the right leg out and flex both feet. So you want both toes, all the toes coming towards the upper body. Just take a couple of breaths here. Inhaling, pressing the back of the right leg into the ground. Exhaling, drawing the left knee towards the chest. Feeling, being aware of the whole back of the body. Not too much stress in the shoulders. Allow the shoulders just to be heavy. Going to inhale here and feel the back of the body against the ground. And we're going to exhale and bring the nose or the forehead up towards the knee. We're going to take a breath here. So we're going to inhale and press the back of the right leg against the ground. Keep the nose towards the knee. And then we're going to exhale here. Inhale. And curl the body back down. Inhale here, press the shoulders into the ground to the back of the right leg. And exhale, curl the forehead and the knee up towards, forehead and the nose up towards the knee. Inhale here. Exhale the space you create as you exhale. And inhale, curl back down onto the ground. That's it. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale, knee up to nose to knee. Inhale here. Exhale, press the back of the right leg against the ground. And inhale, curl the spine back down onto the ground. Lengthen the left leg up, take hold, maybe interlace the hands behind the thigh, and gently press through both heels. And then we're going to point and flex that left foot. As you bend the knee, press the leg into the hands into the leg. Exhale and inhale, bring the leg back up. Exhale, press the hands into the leg into the hands, and bring the leg back up. And one more time, press the hands into the leg into the hands, and come back up. Press through both heels. Release the hands, bring the hands just by the sides of the body. We're going to bend the knee, just place the foot back on the floor, the left foot back on the floor, and then just let that knee drop out. Take a couple of breaths here. If it feels a bit much in the hip, you can always use the hand, have the elbow on the ground and just use the hand to hold it up a bit. Just breathe into that inner thigh. And then bring the leg up, the knee up. We're going to place it on top of the right thigh and use the right hand to take that knee across, stack the hips, extend the left arm into that lovely supine twist. Allow the shoulders to release. Breathe right down to beneath the navel. And then coming back to center. I'm going to bring both knees to the chest and hug them in. Do a little circle with the knees. And the other way. And then keep hold of the right knee and place the left foot on the floor. Press the left foot into the floor first of all and draw the right knee towards the chest. Let the shoulders be heavy. Extend the left leg along the ground. Feel the whole back of the left leg against the ground. And as you inhale, press that left leg in. Exhale, makes more space for the right knee to be drawn towards the chest. Inhale, press the back of the body against the ground, and exhale, bring the forehead and nose up to the knee. Inhale here, feel the back of the left leg against the ground, and exhale. Inhale, curl the spine back down to the ground. Feel the connection of the shoulders to the ground. Inhale, feel the whole of the back against the floor. Exhale, nose, forehead to knee. Inhale, feel the length in the body. Exhale, feel the release in the body. Inhale, lower the back down. Inhale, feeling the whole back of the body. Exhaling, nose to knee. Inhaling, feeling both the hips on the ground. Exhaling, feeling that space, drawing the knee. And inhaling, lowering the back down. So, lengthen the leg up to the ceiling. Press the hands against the leg against the hands. Press gently through both heels. And then point and flex the foot. Press through the heels. Inhale, press the leg against the hands. Exhale, still press the leg against the hands, bend the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knee, pressing into the thigh. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend the knee. And then lengthen. Release the hands, bend the knee and place the foot back on the floor. And just let that knee drop out. Remember, you can use the hand to gently support it. If it's feeling a bit too much in the inner thigh or in the hips, it's going to feel a bit weird in the hip. Just breathe into that opening across the front of the hips and the inner thigh. And then help the knee back up. Use the hand to bring it back up. Place the sole of the foot on top of the left thigh and take the knee over to the left or the other side. Extend the right arm. You might want to wiggle the shoulders around to get more connection to the ground. And then breathe into that lovely twist. One more inhale here. And then exhale back to center. Bring both knees to the chest and just gently rock from side to side. That's it. Then come back to your back. Place the feet hip distance on the floor. We're going to do one more core, nice core thing, engagement. Bring the hands down by the sides of the body and place the palms on the ground. So remember, you can always use the arms when you press the arms into the ground. That really helps as well as you draw the muscles to engage the hips and the core muscles. So notice your back here. Notice where your arch is in your back. And we don't want to be arching the back up and down. We're keeping the hips, back of the hips, top of the hips, buttocks pressed into the ground, and we're engaging all those muscles around the stomach and thigh and hips. In fact, let's just do a couple of pelvic rocks here. So let's inhale forward and exhale, press the arch into the back. Inhale, rock the pelvis forward and exhale back. And one more time, inhale forward, exhale back, and then notice where the back is naturally for you. Draw the pelvic floor up and engage all the muscles around the hips. Press the hands and arms into the ground. Bring the legs together and just bring the feet up. In fact, no, we want the feet we want the legs hip distance apart. Feet are flexed and knees directly above the hips. Engage all those muscles around the whole girdle of from the hips right up to below the chest. And we're going to inhale here, and we're just going to exhale, bend a knee, touch the heel to the ground, so the feet are flexed. And we're just going to touch each heel, keeping the legs as steady as possible. So just do it in your own time. Keep that core really engaged, pelvic floor drawn up. That's it, just keep going. Really nice, gentle way to engage. You probably start to feel some heat building up. Maybe even the thighs are beginning to get a bit warm. Let's just try a few more. That's it. Really keep the abdominal muscles engaged. Lovely. Let's do 4 more. Two more. Lovely. Bring the knees up and then hug them into the chest. Roll from side to side. Circle the knees around the hips. And then the other way. Place the feet on the floor and just take them from side to side. Windscreen wiping the legs. And then bring them back up to center. And just bring the knees in again and just lengthen the legs nice and loosely to the ceiling. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. So really where they want to balance, not having any, not having to hold anywhere in the stomach, where they naturally come, or in the back, where they feel soft, no little bend in the knees, not pressing or pushing anymore. We just want to release them, really visualize all the blood flowing down the legs. The legs are feeling released. And feel the shoulders, allow the shoulders and the arms to release. Spread the toes out. And then release the toes, maybe wiggle the toes. Let's just bend the elbows and circle the hands around the wrists. And the other way, maybe bring the feet in as well. circling. I keep all our joints the other way, as well oiled as possible. So, and then just raise the arms up. So we're in a upside down downward dog, but we just want to be all loose. Shake the hands, shake the legs. That's it. Then release. Bring the legs down. We're just going to do one more thing that is really nice. I think we've done this before. So we walk the feet out a little bit. Feet flat on the floor. Everything's loose. And then we pull ourselves with the feet. So I don't think you can see I'm just rocking up and down. This really loosens all the fascia on the back of the body. Just loosens everything up. Back of the skull. Just a couple more. And then just lengthen the legs out. Bring the arms, palms facing up. We're going to move a bit in the relaxation, very, very gently with the breath. So just come into that lying corpse position with the legs slightly apart and the arms away from the body with the palms up. And I'm actually just going to read through this relaxation. It's called Waves of Relaxation. So first of all, reach the limbs out away from the body and sort of stretch and press them into the ground. And exhale, allow them to completely release. Inhale, stretch them, tense all the muscles. And exhale, release. One more time. Lengthen all the arms, press them into the ground and the legs. Exhale, release. Totally relax. Bring your awareness to the breath and just notice the movement in the abdomen, expanding and contracting with the breath. As you inhale, feel as if you're filling up with fresh energy and a sense of calmness. And as you exhale, consciously allow any tiredness or tension to flow out of the body. Completely relax. Bring your focus into the feet. And as you inhale, gently rock the feet together, big toes towards each other. And as you exhale, roll the legs out, toes pointing away from the body. So you're just rolling the legs. Inhale, toes come towards each other. Exhale, toes fall out, feet fall out. So just inhaling and exhaling, just feeling that rolling across the back of the legs, across the heels. Inhaling and exhaling. That's it. And then bring your focus into the arms. Carry on inhaling and exhaling, rolling the legs. And then bring your focus into the arms and along with the legs. Inhale, softly roll the arms in so that the palms face the floor. And exhale, roll the arms out, back out, so the palms are facing the ceiling. So inhaling, legs, the feet, big toes come together, the palms face the floor. Exhale, the feet and arms and palms face the ceiling. Inhaling towards the body. Exhaling, rolling them outwards. So just to the length of the breath, rolling in and out. Breathing gently to your own natural rhythm and space. And moving softly. And now finally, let's bring the head into that. So as you inhale the palms, as we inhale, we're going to take the head over to the right. And as we exhale, we'll bring the head over to the left. So inhale, palms face the floor, feet together, head over to the right, or whichever way. Just exhaling and rolling the head from side to side. So arms and legs rolling, head rolling. To the pattern of your natural breath. And just continue to move with complete awareness, breathing smoothly with fluid, full movements, moving gently and softly. Allow the rhythm of the movement and breath to bring about a feeling of equanimity and balance on all levels. And then slowly bring your head back to center. The arms cease moving. The legs cease moving. And you just feel balanced and relaxed. Just rest in stillness now. Feel the ripples of motion starting to settle. Allow a sense of peace and balance to fill you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Just dissolve into this relaxed and peaceful state. And then very slowly and mindfully, we'll start to bring ourselves back to this morning. First of all, noticing the breath again. Then maybe moving the toes and the fingers. Just feeling the back of the head against the ground. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, rolling to one side and coming up to seated, keeping the eyes at half gaze or even closed. So we just come up as you're ready. I'm just going to take a couple of breaths here. Just notice how you're feeling. And I'm just going to say, Margaret Mead, who was a cultural anthropologist, something she said which was which I think is very poignant for this time, was never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Let's bring our palms of hands together, bow our heads to each other and to ourselves, thanking ourselves and each other for doing the practice. And then as we raise the head, just opening the eyes. And I hope you've all benefited from the yoga this morning. Thanks for coming. And week off, so it's a week off next week. And then we reconvene the following week, which I think is the 9th, isn't it? No. Yeah. No. It's the week after that. So we're off next week. Okay, so have a great... Oh, what I was going to say is let me know about the date of the workshop, but also any recordings you want for next week, please let me know, okay? And I'll send you, if I don't hear from you, I'm just going to send you one anyway, just if you feel like, doing it. But if there's any in particular you want, please ask me, because I move all of the recordings, I just move to YouTube, and then I can just send you the links all the time. I store them all there. Okay?
Thank you.
Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you, Mary.
Great. See you all soon.
Great lesson. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Bye.
Thanks, Françoise. See you all
Have a good
soon.
week.
Thank you. I know, hiking in the Yorkshire
Yeah.
Dale. Have a good week
Wonderful.
off. Lots of love. Let me know
Lots
if you
of
want
love.
anything particular, Françoise.
Bye.
Bye.